Breeders' Cup World Championships begin at Del Mar Racetrack. Del Mar, California, CNS, Thoroughbred Racing's two-day Breeders' Cup World Championships begin Friday at Del Mar for the first time with 4 races. Breeders' Cup officials have capped attendance at 37,500 per day, along with adding 900 temporary box seats and 2 temporary trackside chalets. "I'm not all about large numbers of people," said Craig Fravill, the Breeders' Cup president and CEO and a former Del Mar president and general manager. "Large numbers of people at the right place are great. You want to be able to deliver service to people and make a unique championship event. There are going to be a lot of people here that haven't been to Del Mar, so it's a really special thing to see." Trainer Mark Cass, who has 7 horses entered in the Breeders' Cup, is among those who say they'll enjoy having the prestigious racing event at Del Mar. "I told everybody when a trainer dies and goes to heaven, this is where they go, Del Mar," Cass said. Chad Summers, who trains the sprinter Mind Your Biscuits, noted that he was initially concerned that there weren't any horses at Del Mar for 6 to 7 weeks because of a county fair and music festivals before the track reopened for training. "This is a sport where everybody complains about everything, so the fact that you haven't heard one bad thing from anybody is huge," he said Wednesday. The Dirt Mile, Juvenile Turf and Juvenile Fillies Turf, which each have purses of $1 million, and the $2 million distaff will be run Friday. Stellar Wind, the 5-2 morning line favorite for the distaff, is undefeated this year and has never lost in 3 starts at Del Mar. The 5-year-old mare finished 2nd and 4th in her first 2 tries in the distaff, but trainer John Sadler said he is hoping she'll win this time around in the one that really counts for her as she wraps up her racing career. Forever Unbridled, Elate and Romantic Vision are coming into the distaff off 2 consecutive victories, while Kentucky Oaks winner Abel Tasman, 2016 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies winner Champagne Room and Santa Anita Oaks winner Paradise Woods are also in the field, along with Mopetism, who has racked up more starts in her career than the other 3-year-old fillies in the race. Sadler called it a tough field with top-class horses, noting that there are some 3-year-old fillies that are really emerging and could be huge stars next year. More Spirit, the 3-1 morning line favorite for the Dirt Mile, is coming off a nearly 5-month layoff following a 3-race winning streak that culminated with a dominating performance in June's Metropolitan Handicap at Belmont Park in Elmont, New York. He'll face off against a field that includes his stablemate, Cupid, along with Kelso Handicap winner Sharp Azteca and San Diego Handicap victor Accelerate, who beat 2016 Breeders' Cup Classic winner Arrogate in the San Diego Handicap at Del Mar in July. Mazar, who has won 2 of his 4 starts in Europe, is the 9-2 morning line favorite in the Juvenile Turf, while the undefeated 2-year-old filly Rushing Fall is the 7-2 morning line favorite for the Juvenile Fillies Turf. The remaining 9 Breeders' Cup races will be run Saturday, headlined by the Breeders' Cup Classic. Gunrunner, the 9-5 morning line favorite, comes into the $6 million Classic with 4 wins and a 2nd in 5 starts this year in the number 1 ranking in the National Thoroughbred Association's top thoroughbred poll. Trainer Steve Asmussen said the 4-year-old colt is considerably faster than last year, when he finished 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. "I'm greatly appreciative of this opportunity," he said. "It's obviously a very special running of the Classic." Gunrunner will be pitted against 4 horses from Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert's barn, including Arrogate, who won the Classic in 2016 and handed Gunrunner his only defeat this year in the $10 million Dubai World Cup in March. Baffert's other entries are Collected, who beat Arrogate in their last start in the Pacific Classic at Del Mar in August, West Coast, who has a 5-race win streak, and Mubtaj, who won his first start for his new trainer in the Awesome Again at Santa Anita in September. Rounding out the Classic field are Churchill and War Decree, who were shipped over from Europe by veteran trainer Aidan O'Brien, Fountain of Youth winner Gunevera, Smarty Jones Victor Pavel, Brooklyn winner War Story and the Grey, Win the Space, who was 3rd in the Awesome Again. During a recent conference call, Baffert called the Classic a pretty deep field, saying there are some good horses in there. Saturday's other races are The $2 million Breeders' Cup Juvenile featuring 9-5 morning line favorite Bull Doro, who has a perfect 3-4-3 record, including 2 wins at Del March. The 2-year-old colt is owned and trained by Mick Ruiz, who said he thinks it's awesome that the race is in San Diego County, where he was born and raised. "We're going to have a lot of local family members and friends here," Ruiz said. Bull Doro's rivals will include the Tabulator, who is also unbeaten in 3 starts. The $2 million Breeders' Cup filly and mare Turf, with Lady Ola as the 5-2 morning line favorite. The 5-year-old mare successfully battled laminitis after stepping on a nail, returning to the races in 2016 with a win and 2 second-place finishes, including a loss by a nose in the filly and mare Turf to Queen's Trust, whom she will face again this year. "Lady Ola is a very special horse to me and my entire staff and her owners for all she's overcome, for her incredible talents that she has in so many places she's brought us together," her trainer, Chad Brown, said during a recent conference call. "I've never seen one up close with this much heart and determination, and I just hope everyone has the opportunity to be close to a horse like this sometime in their lives." The $4 million Breeders' Cup Turf, which will include defending champion Highland Reel, and the 7-2 morning line favorite Ulysses, who has finished in the top 3 in all 6 of his starts this year in Europe. The $2 million Breeders' Cup Mile, in which the Irish-bred Rebchester was made the 7-2 morning line favorite. The $1.5 million Breeders' Cup Sprint, in which another of Baffert's horses, Drafong, will attempt to defend his title as the 5-2 morning line favorite. The $1 million Breeders' Cup filly and mare Sprint, in which the California-based Unique Bella will try to keep her perfect record this year intact. The 9-5 morning line favorite is 5-4-5 this year, with only 1 loss in her career. Her rivals will include last year's winner, Finest City. The $1 million Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, in which the 5-2 morning line favorite Lady Aurelia is said to take on 11 rivals of both sexes. The $2 million Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies, in which the 7-2 morning line favorite is Moonshine Memories, who is unbeaten in 3 starts, including 2 at Del March.